Okay, so this is actually the first time I've played this map, so this should be interesting.
We are losing objective Charlie.
First shot. Gorgeous. Usually it takes me 2 or 3 shots to hit people on here. The first one's like a measurement, and then second, third, I start to get hit markers.
We have taken
A little bit off on him. A little bit off. Where are you? There you are. It's a teammate. Can't melee a teammate. There's the squad wipe. See, I think Battlefield games get a really bad rap for the maps being too big and there being like a lot of like downtime, but I would actually say the opposite. I think it's like you kind of learn as you play constantly like where the action is happening, and then you kind of like learn how to prioritize, so you're in those engagements when they're most pertinent to you. Because again, in this kind of game, 32 versus 32, you don't want to be in the action constantly. You want to like prioritize to situations where it fits. What's the game mode? What's happening? Again, you definitely don't want to go balls to the wall, constant action in this kind of game. You definitely want to like take your time, and I think that's why I've particularly been enjoying it so much, even compared to its predecessors, because it's a little bit slower paced. I'm like finding myself making more conscious decisions about taking my time and approaching the maps a little bit more steady, if you want to call it that. Okay, let's see. It's always fun too when you are playing a map for the first time, because you just have no idea what to expect. So, with this being my first time playing this map, it's like a lot of new challenges, trying to figure out simultaneously like what the other team's doing and also how the map plays. Gorgeous. Again, I'm getting headshots with one shot right now that I never get. Okay, I'm doing amazing things right now that I normally don't do. I can't believe that this is going so well while I'm on stream. I don't want to pretend like I'm this good all the time. Things are going very, very well for me right now, I'll say that much. Oh, I'm out of pistol ammo. Yeah, he got me there. I knew I was going down. Again, but I lasted long enough in that one life that it didn't come back to bite me right away. Okay, so the other tip I'm constantly giving people in this game is you definitely want to switch classes a lot in Battlefield 1. I mean, it's like what I'm finding is more than other Battlefield games, everything kind of changes constantly, so you really want a particular class that really fits what you want to do, and that changes constantly throughout a game. So I'd say my balance right now is about 60% scout, 40% assault, and then eventually at some other point I'll start to add more stuff. Like I'll start to learn how to play medic and stuff like that, but it's like right now I'm trying to just focus on learning the classes that I already use, and then eventually I'll start to incorporate some of the other ones. Because again, then like the traditional Battlefield games, that was like
have
And
lost objective
just
Charlie.
take a moment just to just admire those visuals. This is just a really gorgeous looking game.
We have lost objective butter.
Should have got him with one shot. Of course I didn't. G-Flow in the chat showing some love. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I do my best. I'm like veteran Battlefield player, so I'm a little bit better at this than a lot of other games, but you know, I do what I can.
Ich bin verletzt! Sanitäter, schnell! Auf!
This is actually a really, really interesting map. I mean, this one is utilizing like buildings a little bit more than some of the other stuff I'm accustomed to.
Kavallerie, seht ihr sie? Ein
Oh, what do we
Maschinengewehr!
got here? Got my man hiding. Got him slipping. Nah, man.
Feindliche Kavallerie,
We
da
have taken
drüben!
objective Charlie.
Took me a little bit longer than I wanted to shoot him off that horse, but you know.
Das ist ein feindlicher Speer! Ich sehe einen Sanitäter!
I tried to take out all three of those guys. Situations like that are like the biggest like drop off from like the older Battlefield games to like going back to like this World War I setting. Those situations that are triple kills, that are multi kills. Sometimes in this game you're lucky to get one or two people in those same situations.
Objective Edward.
Ich hab den feindlichen Speer!
Oh, let me get the double. Come on. I don't know why I'm not getting hit markers. Someone else got him. I got one. That's okay. Oh, 13-4, not bad. Yeah, G-Flow, definitely horses, tanks, bombers, dreadnought boats. I mean, pretty much everything akin to the era. You also have like a sword when you're on horseback. It's pretty cool. It was actually like really, really overpowered in the beta, and then they like nerfed it now for the full game a little bit. So there's like some drawbacks now to being on a horse, but yeah, it's still really good. It's a different way to play, but it's a lot of fun. Horses are definitely legit though. Again, this is the other downside to this. I don't have anything in this scout class to be able to deal with that vehicle, so unfortunately I have to just punt on that whole situation and just run the other way. Again, it's weird because I'm used to playing engineer in regular Battlefield games and used to having like an RPG handy. Oof. Mr. Casco, what's going on, man? Got a couple of people in the chat tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, it's so weird not playing with my Battlefield 4 engineer class. Like getting used to like sniping primarily has like been a huge adjustment, but it's a lot of fun. You almost have to in this game because the sight lines are so long. You need to be able to see and shoot people relatively long distances. Close-up engagements, at least so far in like what I've played on maybe 5 or 6 of the 8 or 9 maps in the game, are pretty rare.
Das ist ein Sturmsoldat!
We have lost objective Edward.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Bin ich auf einen MG gestoßen.
Hold on, once I finish this game, I'll tweak the chat audio to make sure it's including party chat.
Mit feindlichen Sturmsoldaten.
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
Granate drauf. Ja, feindlicher Sanität.
This game turns into a bloodbath, sometimes real fast.
We have taken objective butter.
And that's a relatively close game too, which is always a good thing. Some of these games turn into blowouts pretty fast.
Sanitäter gesichtet. Da drüben ist ein Sanitäter.
We have taken objective Duff.
Wir haben das Ziel erobert. Feindlich.
Yeah, 17 and 10, not too bad. Mr. Casco, can you hear me now? What's going on, man? Hope I'm saying that name right.
We have taken objective apples. We have lost objective apples.
Das Ziel ist jetzt in Feindes Hand.
Again, like I said, this is... Wow, that's funny as hell. No, it's the funny thing. Sometimes I remember to like start a party first, like an individual party, so other people in the game can't hear me, and then other times I like just like go in ball to the wall just so I'll actually start streaming. So now that's like funny as hell that you were actually the person from the game. It's like once you said it, I was like, oh man, I completely forgot to go to party chat. I completely forgot, was oblivious to the fact that everybody else in the game was also hearing my chat audio. Yeah, definitely not my best moment. Oh, alright, Posey, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you finding my stream so we could have a really good laugh in the chat about it for sure. And appreciate you enduring nauseating game chat commentary audio.
Da ist ein Speer. Ich habe hier einen Sanitäter. Das ist ein feindlicher Sturmsoldat.
The thing with me in Battlefield games is I definitely die a lot in Battlefield games, but it's like I try to make up for it by scoring a lot of points constantly getting kills, constantly playing the objectives. I try to make up for it in a bunch of other ways. And usually, like I said, it bears out. I almost always go positive. I almost always get a lot of kills. I mean, even like in my first ever game with Battlefield 1, I had 25 kills. So you try to make up for it in other ways. Again, I'm not really like the biggest like stickler for kill death ratio, but at the same time, you definitely want to feel like you're helping your team. And obviously, the ways you go about doing that can certainly vary. Ooh, walked right into that.
We are losing objective.
Oh, get revived by the guy who's in my chat. Surprise, very nice. Nice to see somebody running medic. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with medic in Battlefield games. When I first started playing Battlefield, like Battlefield 3, it felt like maybe 30-40% of the people who played the game ran medic, threw out health packs and revived teammates, if at minimum, because it was a really easy, quick way to get a lot of points. But it feels like from Battlefield 4 on, it's become like the redheaded stepchild class that almost no one plays. It's like every game there's like 2 or 3 people out of 32 running medic. I don't know what's up with that. And of course someone could play devil's advocate and say, well, why aren't you running medic? And I used to sometimes in like Battlefield 3, a little bit in Battlefield 4, but I don't feel like, again, my skill set really lends itself to that. I mean, I'm in other Battlefield games, I'm like really good at engineer. I score a lot of points as an engineer, and then on here I've been pretty good at the scout class, and then assault's just like a natural fit. So, you know, maybe at some point I'll be one of the medics myself, so I can properly complain about it without being a hypocrite. But still, it's like I'm always curious what's going on with that. But more people don't run medic in this game, because it's like, if nothing else, it's like it's a really easy way to get a lot of points.
Feindlicher Sanitäter.
Not even getting hit markers.
Granate ist raus, Köpfe runter.
We have lost objective Charlie. We have taken objective Butter.
Again, trying to stay out of the way of potential snipers. Teammates clean that up, okay. That works.
Das ist ein Panzer. Da drüben, Speer.
We have taken objective Duff.
Da drüben, feindlicher Speer.
objective button. We have taken objective Charlie.
G-Flow, to answer your question, I mean, it's like I'm not like the most locked in person to like individual positions as far as like grading them out, but it's like from everything I've read, like from Pro Football Talk and like the people who actually do that work to like scout players individually and rank them what they're doing based on their position. From everything I've seen, he's either on almost every list ranked as the top safety in the NFL, or he's like in the top 2 or 3 every week as far as like grades for like his responsibilities unique to his position. So I'd say Weddle's been a really good fit in Baltimore. I mean, he's done really well, and he like definitely addresses a need the team has had for years, really since we lost Ed Reed. But it's just like an unfortunate situation where it's like he's doing a great job at his job, but the people around him, like our secondary, our corners, have always been our weakest position. So it's like he's kind of like asked to do a lot of things that he's not really equipped to do. So it's like, but it's like in spite of all of that, he still usually tends to grade out really well every week. So I mean, definitely the Ravens are happy to have him. I mean, that's money well spent, certainly. And it's like as we continue to get better over this season and going forward, hopefully we can hold up our end of the bargain by providing him an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. Who knows how far away that is, though, but we'll see. You can never know in the NFL. Oh, I'm Fozy with the clutch revive again. Touche, sir. Touche. Again, it's like revives are those things you just inherently on here appreciate so much because they happen so rarely. In the average game, I might get revived once or twice over a game that lasts 25 to 35 minutes. So, much love on the revives. I feel really good that I played well during a game I did on stream. No, yeah, man, that's funny how that works. It's like guys like Eric Weddle, it's like hard to replace overnight. So it's like he was like the stalwart in that Charger secondary for like the last like 6 or 7 years. So it's probably going to take them a couple of years and like rolling through draft picks to kind of find somebody who can even like hold a candle to what he's been able to provide at that position for them. Should be definitely interesting. I mean, just like similarly, it's going to take the Ravens a long time to replace Ed Reed, Ray Lewis. It's like that's how it is. It's like you lose those guys to free agency, to retirement, and it usually takes a while. In the best cases, you have like a young guy who's coming up behind him who already has some playing experience, who's already decent. And that's rare. That's like Drew Bledsoe to Tom Brady. Now Tony Romo to Dak Prescott. That kind of thing typically doesn't happen too much. 25-17, not bad at all. Especially for a first time playing that map. I'll take that. But the funny thing, as funny as it sounds, if I was a Chargers fan, I would actually be really, despite the fact that it sucks to lose Weddle to free agency, I'd be really excited about the prospect of being able to truly rebuild in the defensive secondary. Because it's like that's almost the downside when you draft those really good players who get old. It's, you get kind of handcuffed to them, and then you end up paying for them during the years when they're not at their best. And it's like, it's great to like have like a whole career with a team, but from the perspective of a team, it's much better to go young. So it's like now the Chargers have an opportunity to really rebuild that secondary, and they won't have Eric Weddle to rely on in the process to kind of like, make the team think they're going to be able to get through it. They know we're not going to replace Eric Weddle, so they have to do a much better job in scouting and player development up front because they know they don't have that person there they can rely on. I'm actually not sure if I've played this map. I don't think so. Again, these maps are gorgeous. Yeah, I will say though, I like the Chargers' defensive line. They got some good young pieces on the defensive line, and they've been drafting really well. And of course, everybody's really excited to see what Joey Bosa does. Already looks like a promising player based on what he's doing this season without even having a training camp as a rookie. So the defensive line looks really good. Linebackers are decent. They get similarly to the Ravens. They got to work on that secondary, which is like the toughest positions to draft and develop in the NFL.
We have taken objective Duff.
Oh no, the accountability thing is huge. No, I definitely, I certainly wouldn't discount that either. I mean, that's the advantage of having guys like Terrell Suggs, guys like Eric Weddle, is they force young players out of the gate, especially rookies, to be accountable for everything they do. And it's like once you have a team just with, I mean, that's why ideally you want to try to bring in another veteran until you can find like a true replacement at that position, because when to your point, when it's just young guys, then there's nobody to hold anybody accountable, and then it can get crazy. Missed plays, miscommunication, broken plays. You definitely want to set a standard of excellence as a team and an organization. It's like that can be really, really difficult to do, because it is really incumbent upon who's in your locker room. And it's like, again, when you're rolling with just young guys, you can never really know. It's like the Ravens were kind of fortunate after the retirement of Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. They kind of had Haloti Ngata and Terrell Suggs to kind of usher in the young guys on their defense into the next phase. And even though that's certainly still like a work in progress, it hasn't gone completely south, because they still have some like veteran leadership with some juice in that locker room. And it's like, you know, again, like I said, those are like ideal situations that are kind of hard to recreate. So, you know, a lot more often it just ends up being you kind of just let the prisoners rule the prison until you can kind of rebuild and your young guys get experience. I mean, it's going to be similar, like basketball-wise, to like what the Lakers are going to do. In the next couple of years, all those young guys they're developing right now are going to be experienced, and then they're going to be the one, you know, dictating what excellence looks like on that team. So I'm sure it'll be something similar, you know, for a team like the Chargers down the road, for the Jaguars, any of those teams with young cores. And actually in the NFL right now, there's actually a lot of them. So it's like that's really about to be the new normal, unfortunately, for better or worse.
We have lost objective Edward.
Actually, now that I think about it, have played this map a couple of times. But it looks different because the weather is different. Last time I played this map, it was like raining. So it's like a totally different experience this time around.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Medico nemico, è là!
I'm Foozy with the clutch healing. Again, there is seriously like a disenfranchisement of medics in Battlefield games. Again, I'm like really curious what the logic behind that is, and I'm wondering how like different it is on other platforms. If like on PC or PlayStation 4, if it's like there's more people playing medic and more really good medics than on Xbox. I'm curious about that. And again, I'm sure on PC it's probably much better, because I'm sure there's a lot more people playing it and playing longer and more like experienced players. G-Flow, to answer your question, no, you do not need a gaming PC. I'm currently not playing on a gaming PC. I wish I was playing on a gaming PC. No, this is an Xbox One. Previously, you needed a gaming PC and a capture card in like OBS or like any of like the services on PC that help like connect your games to Twitch. But now what's happening with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, they have a lot of that technology built into the box. So I have Xbox, I know you have a PS4, so I'm not sure exactly how it works on a PS4, but I know they have it, so I would just like YouTube it or Google it. But I know they have, I'm pretty sure that they have a thing going with Twitch now where you can broadcast directly from PlayStation 4 without having to buy anything. And then I also know for a fact they also have a thing with YouTube, if you wanted to just stream your games to YouTube. So yeah, we're moving into this era now where everything's kind of built into the box. Previously, you needed like a capture card, you needed a lot of stuff before. But it's like, we're kind of like, the companies have found a way to be able to like cut the cord with that stuff. So like for what I'm doing right now, I'm doing this right off the console. I have no extra equipment other than like the Twitch app on my Xbox, which of course is free. So yeah, it's just in the last, yeah, with these new consoles, like streaming and stuff like that has come a long way. Previously, you would have needed to spend $50 to $100 getting all the equipment you needed, but it's changed a lot for the better. It's a lot more accessible. It's a lot easier to do now. It's not super complicated on PC. I've done it, but it's not like convenient either. Like to do it on PC, you have to really want to stream to set all that stuff up, and then to like learn how to use all the capture equipment, how to connect it to OBS and everything else. But yeah, like I said, I know PS4 has YouTube live stream, which Xbox One does not have. And then I'm pretty sure they have something for Twitch too, because Twitch is like the biggest game streaming service. I'm sure they have something with Sony where you either on PS4 can do it straight from the Twitch app, or there's like something else on the console. Like I said, either way, I know it's something on the box that you can do.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Okay, I'm getting smashed by this one guy. 1 and 4. Okay, time to wake up. Again, the downside to Battlefield games is they're very, at least for me, they're very rhythmic. So it's like when I get out of rhythm, it usually takes like a moment or two to get back in rhythm. And again, that's the other like downside to like constantly switching classes. It's like
A flame trooper kit is available near your location.
things kind of need to go your way a little bit. Like last game, things went almost perfect. Like that might be the best Battlefield performance in any Battlefield game I've ever put down on stream. I mean, I had melee kills, I had
Flame
headshots.
trooper kit is available near your location.
Oh no, the conversation about viewers, that's a different thing. And yes, that is very much a grind. That's like an impossible science, and it's like, with that, all you can really do is just try to make the best product you can and be interesting. Just, you know, be yourself. Usually, again, that's what usually bears out the most success for people with streaming, to get followers, is just being yourself. Because it's like, usually it's like when people feel like they can relate to you and connect to you, that's when they tune in. I mean, PewDiePie is making millions of dollars from his Twitch stream. And it's just because, again, part of it is he's like a master whiz kid at like video editing and production and stuff like that. But on the other side of it is because he just has learned how to convey who he is through his stream. And, you know, it connects to a lot of people. And it's just like, you know, everybody has like things that they, you know, feel or do that are really relatable to a lot of people. So it's just about learning how to like convey that on stream, which is like the science that's like impossible to get perfect, but it's like you can get better at through working at it. I mean, it's like I stream every once in a while, but it's like I hardly have it down to like a science myself. Like how to like convey yourself through stream and be personable and funny and interesting while also playing a game. And in this case, I'm playing a multiplayer game, 32 versus 32. So it's a little bit more difficult in a game like this to constantly be checking the chat, constantly tell jokes and anecdotal stories and be funny, and then also still do dope things on stream. Alright, 4 and 6. That was 1 and 4. It's getting a little bit better. But yeah, I would say for now, don't even worry too much about like how to get followers or anything else, because what I've learned just from my own experience is you really have to start off at square one. So it's like square one, make a good or great product. And then it's like I said, because it's like you have so little control over followers or people checking out your channel, because it's like a lot of it, especially in the beginning, is just kind of luck. People tune into your stream one time and they may like it and they may not like it. So it's like there's a lot of components in it that, independent of how good, bad, or great whatever it is you're doing is, you have no way of knowing in advance like if people are going to tune into that before you've built up a following. So it's like all you can really worry about in the beginning is just doing your thing. Being interesting, being funny, being engaging, telling stories, preferably doing dope things in whatever game it is you're playing. It's like, that's the stuff you can control. And it's like, when you do those things well, usually it bears out with people checking out your stream. I mean, I think the most people I've ever had watching my stream at once, I've had like 10, 15 people at once. And again, that was like crazy trying to manage that. So in the beginning, it's probably better that you have fewer people because you want to get the kinks ironed out. It's like what I always like to think about when I want to stream, or really when I want to do anything, is like you might only have one opportunity. It's like when someone clicks on your channel to watch you stream, you might only have one opportunity to sell that person. If the product you have is garbage, they might not ever come back again. They might even, in extreme cases, go on Twitter, go on Facebook, and tell their friends, hey, that person's stream is terrible, don't watch, don't subscribe, don't follow. Now, of course, that's extremely rare. Most people don't care that much, but that's how I like to think about it. So, again, that's why, like I said, I just try to put all my onus on just being really, really interesting and making a really, really interesting product. Because you always want people to go away from it with stuff to think about. Do I feel pressure to have them stay? Yes and no. I mean, like, a part of me would, I mean, it's like I see the little thing at the bottom of my screen broadcasting to viewers. So, a part of me, yes, for sure. Like, would I love that to stay to or go up? For sure. And it's like I definitely kind of like, as far as like talking and commentary, I definitely lose a little bit of engagement when people drop out. And again, that's another one of those things I have to work on, because a lot of the time I end up uploading my Twitch videos to YouTube. So it's like, it's not even like I'm just doing commentary for the people who are watching live, but I also have another audience of people who's going to be watching it on YouTube. So it's like, despite that, I still like drop off at times with my commentary when people drop out of the chat. So it's like, again, that's the kind of stuff I have to work on myself. So it's like, there's definitely a pressure to keep people watching and get as many people in to watch as possible. It's like, especially in the beginning, that in my experience, that just doesn't go away. It's always there, but it's like the thing you just have to work on and develop. And again, I'm still working on it and developing it myself, is just finding like your happy place, your middle ground, and staying there. And it's like, that's what streaming is being able to stay in that centered place where you're as close to your normal self as you can be, while also playing a game and managing an audience. It's never going to be like a 1-to-1 ratio spec where it's like a perfect lineup, because again, you're doing a bunch of really difficult things at once. But like I said, it's like it can be done. Really, a lot of it can be really done without like heavy lifting either. I mean, that's kind of like the misconception about it. I never really found it to be extremely difficult. It's tough, but it's like once you get into it and you get used to it, it's a little bit easier to kind of like channel that and not like worry about it as much. I mean, again, it's like never goes from 100 to 0. So it's like it's never like I just completely don't worry about it, but it's like, even though I'm thinking about it and there's a sort of pressure there to keep everybody watching, making sure my audience is entertained and quote-unquote fed, I'm not like overcome by it. I'm not gonna like go down into a deep dark hole about it. It's like I said, like right now I'm just like in a really like centered place. It's like I want everybody who's watching to enjoy my stream, to get some laughs, to get some amusement, to get some deep thoughts to think about. But at the same time, it's like, again, all I can really do is just play my game, so to speak. Like someone just joined and then left, and I definitely noticed that. A little part of me, like on the inside, was like, what the hell, man? But then on the other side, it's like, yeah, it's fine, you know, it's a product. It's like, I always try to think of it too like a McDonald's thing, like, 10 million served, like you're trying to like just serve an audience, like the fact that you can get people to show up to watch you play a video game at all is like just like a crazy thing when you really think about it. So in my mind and like my heart of heart, it's like once people are clicking in for whatever amount of time, on some level I've won. And it's like that doesn't have anything really to do with the product. I still gotta like keep grinding away at it to get better at it. But as far as like other people, in terms of like the pressure of like, do I feel pressure for people to watch or to stay watching, it's like that's the part of it. It's like just about, you know, serving your audience. And it's like that can be for 60 seconds, that can be for 30 minutes, that can be for 2 hours. But I mean, there's definitely a pressure to it though. But as you work on it, it just really is just about like how significant that is. Because again, everybody wants like huge followings and really like active chats and 500 viewers. It's like these are like the kinds of things that like everybody aspires for, because it's like, you know, you see like people who are like like making like a living off of this. So it's like it's certainly out there. But like I said, it's like that's like a long way off, especially when you're in the beginning. Oof. So you gotta just try to like lock yourself into being really dope at the game you're playing and being interesting. What are some games you're excited to play? I mean, I have to actually like separate that into categories. So it's like what I'm excited to play from the games that I'm currently playing is definitely like the current game, Battlefield 1. I've only played about half the maps that are in the game. I have this other indie game called Virginia. I'm really excited to play that. Gears of War 4, I played a little bit of it with friends, a little bit of Horde Mode 2.0. Definitely excited to keep playing that. And then as far as stuff I haven't played yet, and to answer your question about Skyrim, yes and no. I haven't played the remastered Skyrim yet. Looks dope. Again, I want to see some more of it so I can kind of like see some of like the technical benefits of it being up-res to 1080p. But as far as like the original game Skyrim, have I played it? Yes. Yes, I have. Probably about 300-400 hours. Actually, I only played one character in Skyrim, but I put a lot of time in. Played both expansions, Dawnguard and Dragonborn, as well as the Hearthstone update, which was like customization for like a house and stuff. I did that too. So yeah, I put a lot of time into original Skyrim on 360. Great game. And as far as the remaster, in terms of like if you were like asking like how is the game, I mean, if you played the original or like seen videos of it, it's pretty much the same experience, but they just made everything look a little bit better, and they probably fixed some stuff. Thank you for the revive. I'm Poisey. I appreciate it. So yeah, as far as Skyrim, it's like, if you again, it's really of two minds. If you've played Skyrim before and have some like gauge for what kind of game it is and what to expect, then there's like a different answer than like if you've never played like an RPG or that kind of RPG and you're asking from that perspective. So be a little bit more specific. Are you talking from the perspective of you played Skyrim? And if or no, like I said, the answer is kind of like dependent on that. Actually, our team is doing very, very well.
We are losing objective Duff.
Okay, let's see. 8 and 16. Yeah, I'm getting smashed this game. But we're winning, so I'm not too worried about it.
Laggiù! Un assaltatore nemico!
We are losing objective Charlie.
Okay, so you haven't played Skyrim. Yes, it is super dope. I mean, I've been last generation on 360. I would say that was like one of like the first games I got really like. People throw like the concept of like getting hooked to a game around really casually. That was one of the first games I really got hooked to. I mean, the first night I played it, I put like 10 hours in without sleep because I was like so hooked into it. So yeah, no. it's even more exciting considering you're coming at it from the perspective of you haven't played it before. That means you'll enjoy it even more if you end up picking it up. Yeah, it's a really, really good game. But again, similar, like I think you were the one I recommended Witcher 3 to. I would also throw the caveat at you with Skyrim. It's like, I would not be checking for that game unless you're like prepared to put a significant amount of time in, because you might play it and not even get that interested or like it that much, but if you do, and there's a really good chance you're going to, it's a really, really deep game. I mean, I'm talking about I put 250, 300 hours into Skyrim, again, so much so that I bought all the expansions. It's a really, really good game. Again, last generation, one of the best open worlds ever created, one of the best RPGs ever. No, there's a reason people say it's super dope and it gets all like the hype that it does, because it was like Witcher 3 before Witcher 3. It kind of like redefined what console RPGs were. Okay, I've been terrible with the scout this entire game, so I needed that headshot for my own gratification. I don't think before that I hadn't gotten a single sick headshot during this particular match, which is again is funny because I had like 6 of them last game, so I needed that. I needed that for a confidence boost. But yeah, man, if you end up getting the Skyrim remastered, yeah, I think you're gonna love it. It's a really dope game.
Objective Charlie.
Vedo una mitragliatrice! Assaltatore nemico! Facciamo attenzione! C'è un assaltatore!
Wow, 5 viewers showing the love. Yeah, as far as Skyrim now, like I said, it's like even like funny like thinking about it, because it's like like that game in my mind lives in such a vacuum. It was such a great game. It was such like a unique experience, and that was really like the first RPG experience like that I had last generation, and that game in a lot of ways kind of set the foundation for what I expect from all games now. So it's like funny like to even like think about it in that kind of like memory kind of a way. Yeah, I had a lot of fun in Skyrim. Great game. It's probably in my top 5 games ever. Maybe. Again, I gotta like, that list is always shuffling and changing with new stuff coming out.
We have taken objective.
But I mean, it's definitely in the team picture either way. Great game. Our team is doing really, really good. Like I said, I'm a very, very small part of what's going on right now. Our team is doing a really, really good job capturing these objectives, defending these objectives. Again, when you have almost a 200-point lead in Conquest and people are doing some things right. The funny thing, G-Flow, I actually think you'll probably get into Skyrim I think you'll actually probably get into it faster than, what's it called, Witcher 3. Because Witcher 3 is a great game, but Witcher 3 is like dense. It's like if you didn't play the other 2 Witcher games, which I also didn't, if you didn't read any of the books and you don't have any like context for who Geralt is, it's kind of like,
We have taken objective Edward.
it takes you like 10, 15, 20 hours to really get into it. Whereas like Skyrim, create your own character and it's like make your own adventure kind of a game. So actually, if you end up getting into it, I think you'll probably get into that a little bit faster. Tyrant in the house. Let's say WBDC, man, we always here. Now, granted, I mean, it doesn't have my clan thing on here like it does in Battlefield 4, but yeah, man. Not always home, but always repping. WPDC in the building. That's always the home team, even though we're like disparate this generation.
Mitragliatrice! È una delle loro!
Yeah, Tyron, I was gonna say, we're not rolling as deep as we were like the Call of Duty days where we had like 15, 16 people. We're not so deep anymore, but everybody's still around. But like I said, we're just like all in like different spaces, but it still lives on. Kim Dog will tell you first.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Probably should have switched classes at some point, but again, I've gotten really locked into Scout, but it's nearing the end. I'll go ahead and switch back to Assault for a little bit. I'm sure that's probably contributed to the 11 and 18. Had the drop on this guy and he still got me. Oh, that's the love. Yeah, I'm Foisey, you're fast, becoming already the best medic I've played with in a Battlefield game, man. You got it down packed. On the revives, on the health packs. So I wish I would have had you with me in Battlefield 4. Saved me a whole lot of deaths.
We have lost objective George.
Là! Quello è un ricognitore! Un carro nemico! Occhio! Carro, attenzione!
We have lost objective Freddy.
Ora lancio una granata! Lancio una granata! Attenzione!
Look on the revive.
We have lost objective Butter.
Again, I feel so naked without my repair torch. I was like my baby in Battlefield 4 for easy kills. Again, it's so weird having to look at these vehicles and not having anything to combat them. I mean, technically I do right now in this class, but I've already used all of my ammo up.
We are losing objective Duff.
Yeah, and as far as general streaming tips, especially early on, I definitely wouldn't recommend starting with a game like this to stream. Like I said, there's like so much going on in this game.
We have taken objective Butter. We have taken objective Charlie.
If you're gonna like do like the practicing streaming thing, start with something like 2K, FIFA, which is still relatively difficult early on, but it's a little bit more manageable than something like this, which is like super fluid.
Là c'è un assaltatore nemico.
We are losing objective Duff.
Hey, I'm definitely getting picked apart this game, but it's all good. As my brother used to tell me back in the day, in both basketball and Madden, scoreboard. 200 plus point lead, I'll take it.
We are winning.
Hear what she said right there? We are winning. It's the most important stat.
Un ricognitore, visto!
Again, 17 and 24, not the worst. Oh, very nice. I am pleased you continue to impress, man.
We have lost objective Duff.
See how this whole area is transformed from grass to mud? Small little touches in this game that just blow you away sometimes.
We have lost objective Butter.
Attenzione!
A lot of deaths that game, but good team win. I'm Foisey, 11 flags captured, touche. 11 flags captured and you're like the god medic simultaneously, touche. Actually, I'm gonna send you a friend request. this map.
We have taken objective Edward.
Alright, let's see what this new gun I just bought does.
We have taken objective Duff.
Probably shouldn't be sitting right on top of it, but we'll see how this goes.
We have taken objective
Das ist einer
Charlie.
ihrer Speer.
Ooh, wow, I captured and didn't die. I didn't get sniped across the map. That's love. Ooh, this gun feels really, really good. Not too much recoil. Yeah, this is a massive upgrade over what I had. Well worth what I just spent on it. Now we're gonna swarm their spawn, because that's what we do. Normally when I'm capturing A on this map, I like to just sit right here. Have cover from the left. And if they come through this door from any of these other sides, I can see them instantly.
We have taken objective Butter.
Again, for new Battlefield players, this is the kind of stuff you want to be thinking about. Particularly when you're capturing flags, it's like, what are my sight lines? In what directions can I be seen? How much cover do I have? Now teammates come. Now we finish this up. This thing has a lot of kick, but it packs a punch.
We are losing objective butter.
Say this game is kind of light on players, so actually I think I'm probably gonna end up backing out in a second and finding a new game. If I do, I'm Foisey, I'll pick you up along the way. Certainly could use a good medic.
An enemy armored train is en route.
Yeah, they have 5 players, so at some point I'm definitely gonna end up just quitting this game. I honestly wish the game would just let them forfeit.
We have lost objective apples.
Yeah, I'm Foisey, I'll back out and I'll send you an invite. Cause yeah, this game is dead. As much as I wouldn't mind an easy quick win. I'll invite you. "32 versus 32 is much too awesome to be playing against 5 people." Alright, I actually haven't played this map either, San Quentin Scar, so I'm looking forward to this. It's the fun thing about the game. Dove too much into it just yet. Everybody watching the stream, I appreciate you sticking with us through these long loading screens. I'll try to do awesome things for you in the game to make up for it. Alright, we're in. First time playing this map, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I can already feel it out that this is going to be a really tough game, but this should be fun now. Different kind of a challenge.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Alright, so maybe I can't start this game running scout.
We have an airship en route.
Wow, is that my buddy Wreckage Shop that's in here with us?
Our airship has arrived. Return to the combat area. We have taken objective butter. We have taken objective Edward. We are losing objective Edward.
Position under attack! Push those bastards back!
We have lost objective butter.
Enemy's taking the objective and take it back!
We have lost objective Edward. We have taken objective Duff.
Objective! In the back! Good work!
So I cannot find anybody this game.
We have taken objective Charlie.
Objective is ours! Make sure it stays that way! There's a shock trooper! Eyes open, shock trooper!
We are losing.
I did not even notice these
We have
guys
lost
were living
objective Duff.
people. Oh, solid stream. Hang in there with me. I'm 2-5. Not the best game, but we'll pick it up.
We are losing objective.
Enemy horse rider. You see it? That enemy rider's off his horse!
We have lost.
Enemy cavalry on the north foot!
We have lost objective Edward.
Alright, Foiza, we can just go ahead and roll with this lobby to see what map comes up.
Objective apples.
Enemy medic!
Yeah, I've played this map a few times. I actually really like the pace on this map. Lends itself really well to sniping, which is always a plus.
We are losing objective apples. We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective apples. We are losing objective butter.
Gas! Gas! Enemy medic sighted! Grenade out!
A sentry kit is available near your location. We have taken objective apples.
This automatic M1918 cleans up. I mean, you certainly feel the kick on the controller, but it cleans up. It's a really good gun. A lot of recoil though.
That's an enemy scout. There, medic.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Only there's an enemy scout. Grenade out! Watch out! Shock trooper spotted! Gas! Gas! Scalper! There's a shock trooper! You see there, scout!
We are losing objective apples. We have taken objective butter.
That's enemy cavalry, all right. I got him, shock trooper.
Accuracy's a little bit off, but it's all good.
Tank, over there, one of theirs. Enemy medic! You see him? The shock trooper. Look, there, the scout.
I didn't even know if I would get hit markers that far away.
We are losing objective apples. We have lost objective apples.
I look over for half a second to check the chat, and that's when he pops in. Can't script his stuff.
We have taken objective butter. We have taken objective Charlie.
It's an enemy medic! You see him? Shock trooper!
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Position under attack! Look at the bastards back! Enemy medic sighted! Enemy trooper, watch it! Can I have a ride, pal? See, there, medic!
Match and the one before it haven't necessarily been as productive as I like, but again, it's Battlefield. It's like
Sighted!
an up and down kind of experience. You cliche, gotta take the good with the bad.
I can see an enemy scout!
All objectives.
There it is.
There, enemy medic!
Objective is ours. Make sure it's our way. Watch it.
We are losing objective apples.
I don't know how I didn't get that kill.
Halfway there, we have the upper hand. An enemy armored train is en route.
I actually thought this game was gonna be like some massive blowout, and then back at the ranch we've come back to take the lead. Shout out to the team.
An enemy armored train has arrived.
Enemy medic there!
Again, this game that I thought was gonna turn into a blowout, we're actually winning by a blowout. So it's like, that's awesome.
Off in the scout!
We are losing objective Charlie.
He tried to crouch in the corner. Like I couldn't see the large bayonet sticking out. Should have got a triple, but it's all good. I'm Foisey, 16 and 13. Very nice. Very consistent. Again, man, how you're managing to get all these kills and still revive everybody and heal everybody is quite impressive. Really could have used you in the Battlefield 4 days. Okay, so his melee works, but mine doesn't. I got you. I definitely love this game, though, I must say.
We are winning.
Finish positive 2? Yes. That's how you finish strong. I'm Foisey, great game, man. Domination. Played this map a couple of times, but this is actually the first time I've played it from this side of the map. Totally different perspective. Oh, I can shoot from this thing. Oh wow.
Assaltatore localizzato! Ho un medico a tiro! Vedo un medico!
Press RB on the flags, will do. Oh, okay. Good call. And I die right before we cap.
We have lost objective butter.
Yeah, I give it up to people. People be having really good hiding spots in this game.
We have lost objective Duff.
Noi difenderemo l'obiettivo!
Again, I say people be having really good hiding spots. Touche. Hold, look at, and then press 2 times. Okay. And this is only when I'm on whatever the flag is, right?
Medico nemico, là!
Alright, time to wake up.
A sentry kit is available near your location.
Occhi aperti! C'è un assaltatore!
Again, look at the mud and the dirt on my gun. Again, like the visuals in this game are just crazy. I mean, this is just a master class on art
We
direction
have
by
taken
Dice.
objective butter.
Attenzione, c'è un nemico vicino!
Oh, nothing to worry about here with me behind you, buddy.
Mitragliatrice! È una delle loro! Attenzione, mitragliatrice nemica!
Okay, anywhere you said. Okay, I got you.
We have lost objective Edward. We have taken objective Duff.
Medico nemico! È là!
At least wanted to get that kill before I got taken out by the tank. I'm happy. Mission accomplished.
Occhio! Bombardiere!
We are losing objective Duff.
L'obiettivo è sotto attacco! Dobbiamo combattere!
We have taken objective Edward. We have lost objective Duff.
Difendiamo l'obiettivo!
We have taken objective Charlie.
Ho visto un soldato!
Can I just say the animations for clambering in this game look so good? I mean, in general, it's like clambering has become like a thing in everything this generation. Halo 5, I mean, it's in everything now, but the clambering animations on here look really good. It literally looks like you're like climbing over stuff. Small thing, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
We have taken objective Duff.
Ehi! Vedo un assaltatore!
One shot.
Giù, sentinella nemica!
A sentry kit is available near your location.
I didn't even think my grenade was going to be able to go that far. It did. This guy doesn't even know I'm behind him. Ah, see, this is why you just shoot people. Because when you try to like follow people and surprise them with the melee knife, that's when you mess around and die. I should have just killed him.
Taken objective butter.
It's all good.
We have lost objective Edward.
Even the shanking one here is actually really good for like a first-person shooter game. It's not the worst shanking in video games.
Granata partita! Occhio alla testa!
We have lost objective butter.
Quello è l'obiettivo, dobbiamo conquistarlo!
Very nice, very nice.
We have lost objective Duff.
Ooh, that was about to be an easy double.
We have taken objective butter.
Conquistiamo quell'obiettivo!
We have taken objective Charlie.
Quello è l'obiettivo! Dobbiamo conquistarlo! Azzattatore! Teniamolo d'occhio! Assaltatore nemico! Facciamo attenzione!
Nasty headshot.
Conquistiamo subito l'obiettivo!
We have taken objective apples.
C'è un assaltatore! Forza, conquistiamo l'obiettivo! Là! C'è un ricognitore!
Halfway there, we have the upper hand. We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective Charlie.
Questa granata è tutta per noi!
Return to the combat area.
Conquistiamo quell'obiettivo!
Return to the combat area.
Da questa parte.
Cannoni antiaerei, là! Mitragliatrice nemica localizzata!
Return to the combat area. Return to the combat area.
Là c'è una mitragliatrice nemica!
We are losing objective butter.
Ho visto un medico!
I don't know how I didn't get more than one hit marker. All I
We
needed
have
was one more
lost
hit on him.
objective butter.
And of course I didn't get it.
Lancio una...
We have taken objective Duff.
Là! Conquistiamo l'obiettivo!
We have taken objective apples.
L'obiettivo è nostro. Restiamo concentrati, ragazzi.
Rischiamo di perdere l'obiettivo, difendiamolo!
We have taken objective butter.
L'obiettivo è nostro! Avanti, conquistiamo
We are losing
l'obiettivo!
objective butter.
Medico, laggiù! Visto? È un medico nemico! Vedo un medico nemico!
We have lost objective butter.
Ehi, là c'è un medico nemico!
We have taken objective Charlie.
This is actually a really good game. I mean, certainly our team can play a little bit better and defend some of these flags, but I mean, overall, just pace-wise, it's a really good game. Even above winning, the most important thing I care about in a Battlefield game, in any really multiplayer game, is pace. Ooh.
We have lost objective Charlie.
L'obiettivo è stato preso dal nemico.
We have taken objective Edward.
Li abbiamo annientati e abbiamo preso l'obiettivo.
L'obiettivo non deve cadere.
We have taken objective Duff. We have lost objective apples.
Dobbiamo difendere questo obiettivo, forza!
We have taken objective butter. We have lost objective Duff. We have taken objective Charlie.
Lancio una granata!
Killed myself with my own grenade. Nice.
Difendete l'obiettivo! Difendiamo l'obiettivo!
We have lost objective butter.
Occhio! Una mitragliatrice nemica là! Ho lanciato una granata, via!
We have taken objective Duff.
Avanti, conquistiamo l'obiettivo!
We have lost objective Charlie.
Attenzione! Assaltatore nemico!
objective butter.
Ragazzi, abbiamo preso l'obiettivo!
Là! Quello è un ricognitore!
We are losing.
Ooh, nasty headshot. He tried to hide behind the wreckage too. Made it even more sick.
Difenderemo l'obiettivo!
We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective Duff.
Abbiamo perso l'obiettivo!
We have lost objective butter.
Uomini, difendete l'obiettivo!
That might be the closest Battlefield game I've ever played.
dürfen das Ziel nicht verlieren. Verteidigt es! Das Ziel darf nicht fallen! Verteidigt es! Das Ziel verteidigen!
We have lost objective button. We have lost objective apples. We have taken objective Freddy. Sentry kit is available near your location. We have lost objective Freddy.
Again, my pacing in this game's a little bit off. I gotta like pick it up. Just gotta get into a rhythm. Cause it is definitely like game by game basis with Battlefield, and that's kind of what I like about it. It's not the kind of game you're gonna just pick up and play well all the time. It's like every game is kind of like its own mini game. It's a really good session though. Like I said, met a new friend on Xbox through an awkward Battlefield moment who is now following the channel. So, good day at the office.
Komm, Soldat! Haltet ihn im Auge!
We have lost objective Edward. The enemy controls all objectives.
Seht ihr ihn? Sturmsoldat!
We have an armored train en route.
Und? Wie laufen die Befehle?
I gotta get used to not being squad leader. I was so used to being squad leader and getting those bonuses the last couple of games.
Ein Speer!
We have taken objective butter.
Hab keine Munition mehr!
We are losing objective butter.
gesperrt.
The enemy controls all objectives.
Yeah, this lobby is kind of light on players. So once this game is over, I'm gonna switch it up to a new lobby.
Halfway there, the enemy has the upper hand.
Really good stream tonight, though. Again, got to have some good, balanced conversations with a couple of different people in the chat. Got
Feindlicher
some
Panzer
new
gesichtet.
followers to the channel. Great stream. Again, I always need to do this like streaming thing more often, but it's like imperfect science because it's like I don't want to just stream to stream. I want to like, you know, have something really interesting to offer, which takes a little bit more like thought and attention to detail put into it. So, I mean, of course, I can find a much better balance, but it's a work in progress. Good stream though. Like I said, I've done enough dope things that it's validated, I hope, to the audience.
Das war's schon, Mann!
Da! Feindlicher Sturmsoldat! Feindliches MG gesichtet!
Just as I was about to knife that guy.
Vorsicht! Feind! Vorsicht jetzt! Da drüben ist ein Sanitäter!
We are losing. The enemy controls all objectives.
Yeah, that turned into a massacre really fast.
We have taken objective Edward.
First time I played this map.
Losing objective Freddy.
Yeah, this is definitely my first time playing this map, but initial thoughts, gorgeous art design, the combination of like this sand and this mud and the
We have
rain.
taken objective
It's a
Charlie.
gorgeous map. amongst a sea of gorgeous maps.
Düşmana...
We have lost objective Edward.
Bir tank görüyorum.
We have lost objective Charlie. We have lost objective Freddy.
Nasıl gidiyor?
Bir tank görüldü. Tetikte olasınız. Hücum kıtası askeri.
Again, one of
We have
the
taken objective
really good
Duff.
balancing things with this game, the weapons that hit a little bit harder have a lot of kick on them, which is very realistic to the time period, so I don't mind. It's annoying a little bit situationally when you should get doubles or triples instead of singles, but
O
it's
tarafta
realistic.
bir düşman tankı.
We are losing objective Duff.
Bir hücum kıtası askerine doğru bakıyorum. Bu bir düşman hücum kıtası askeri.
We have taken objective Edward. We have taken objective Freddy. We have lost objective George. We have taken objective apples. We have taken objective Duff.
Onu gördünüz mü? Hücum kıtası askeri.
This gun has so much kick on it.
We have lost objective apples.
Bir sıhhiyeci görüyorum.
This gun has way too much kick on it. First time I used it, it felt so good, and then now it's like causing me problems. I might have to switch back at some point to the original M18.
We have lost objective Duff.
Düşman tankı orada.
We have taken objective Freddy. We have lost objective Freddy.
Düşman makinalı tüfeği.
We have taken objective Duff.
Hücum kıtası askeri görüldü.
We have a dreadnought en route.
Tank görüldü. Tetikte olun.
Halfway there. there. The enemy has the upper hand.
Bir makinalı tüfeğe doğru bakıyorum.
Dreadnought has arrived.
Bakın, bir seviyeci. O tarafta bir düşman gözcüsü. Bu onların gözcülerinden biri.
We have lost objective Duff.
Dikkat eyleyin, makinalı tüfek.
We have taken objective Butter. We have taken objective Charlie. We have lost objective George. We have taken objective Freddy. We have taken objective Edward. We have lost objective Charlie.
Kaldıranma vaktini!
Düşman hücum kıtası askeri görüldü.
We have taken objective George. We have lost objective Freddy.
bir gözcü. Gördünüz mü?
We have
Düşman
lost
hücum kıtası
objective
askeri.
butter.
Orada bir gözcü var. Onlarınkilerden biri.
We have lost objective Charlie. We have lost objective Edward.
We're actually making a decent little comeback right now.
We have lost objective George. We have taken objective George.
O tarafta bir düşman hücum kıtası askeri var. Mühimmata ihtiyacım.
We have lost objective Duff. We have taken objective Butter.
Hay Allah! Düşman! Düşman!
We have taken objective Freddy.
Düşman tankı görüldü.
Objective apples. We are losing.
Bir makinalı tüfek görüldü. Düşman gözcüsü görüldü.